So today we have a mystery box from CMF by Nothing. So let's quickly unbox this and see what all we get inside this mystery box. So right off the bat, when you open it, you will see this cute little message from CMF by Nothing. It says wonderful by design, and then you also have the full form of CMF right here, that is color, material and finish. So this is not just any mystery box but a double-decker mystery box. So let me push it back a little and show you what's inside here in the second drawer. So what all we have here is the CMF Buds 2, the Phone 2 Pro, the Buds 2 Plus, a universal cover, a lanyard, a wallet and stand combo, and lastly interchangeable lenses. This one sounds interesting because this is some sort of a lens that will aid you with your photography with the CMF Phone 2 Pro. So now let us unbox all of these items one by one and show you what all is inside the box. So let's start with the Buds 2 that we have right here. This is the green color of the Buds 2, and when we look at the side, we have all of the details written right here. Like you have 48 dB plus ANC, that's 5000 Hz active noise cancellation. You have a powerful driver, we don't know how many mm exactly, but it says a powerful driver right here. Then there is clear voice technology 2.0 and it has dual device connectivity. So let's unbox this and see what it looks like. So this is our first look at the CMF Buds 2. These are light green in color, and when you open them you have the clean buds right here, and you also have the wheel-like interface on top, except this is much smoother than last generation Buds. So let's keep this aside and now have a look at the Buds 2 Plus. Now this is the more expensive variant among the two. So let's open this one and see what this looks like. Let's have our first look at the CMF Buds 2 Plus by Nothing. Okay, so this is a darker, more matte finished blue color, and you have a more pronounced gradient finish here in the wheel. And this is our first look at the buds itself. So these are also pretty light in the hand, these feel pretty light. And there is a magnetic connection right here at the stem, and the bud rests inside the case. Pretty standard buds, but very compact packing for both of these. In fact, let me put these side by side for you to see. So there's practically no difference in the case other than the darker matte finish here and the wheel finish differences. So there is a finish difference, but both of these cases are similar in the size, and the USB port is also in the same place. Now we have a universal cover, interchangeable lenses, a lanyard and a wallet and stand. So let's start with the lanyard first. This is the most basic of the accessories. So unboxing this, you have the lanyard and the hook. This is the custom hook and the lanyard. With this, you can hang this phone around your neck, or you can tie it around your waist however you like. There's a little bit of paperwork, and that's pretty much it. Now let's move on to the wallet and the stand case. So right here we have this sleek orange kickstand that when we take it out, that's what it looks like. Pretty sleek, leatherette kind of finish, and that's how it opens up, and it will become a kickstand for your phone. This will be a vertical kickstand, I guess, so I think we can't watch Netflix on this one, but I think it can be used as a horizontal one like this, but I think this is the default position for this one. So the stand functionality is pretty much clear here, but I don't see how we can use this as a wallet. So for that, I have my vehicle RC right here, and I'm trying to put this in the wallet right here. Yes, it's pretty tight for your hand to go in, but your wallets and your cards will easily snap in here, and then you can access them by folding the case down a little bit and then pushing your card upwards, and that's how it will neatly come out. Otherwise, it won't be visible for others that you have a card stashed right here. See, it's pretty neat from CMF, I guess. But you can only fit a limited number of cards in here because it's pretty tight space. So make sure you don't carry more than 2 or 3 cards if you are going to switch to this wallet as your primary or as your default carrier. So let's start with the interchangeable lens and unbox it and see what comes inside this one. So again, we have a very similar Nothing CMF unboxing experience. That's a pretty plastic case right here with some paperwork and the lenses right here inserted in their places. So let's take these out and see what these are all about. Okay, so it's a pretty solid feeling metallic lens right here. It's a solid fixed lens, as you can see, and it looks like some sort of magnifying lens, but we will not know until we put it on the back of the phone. So I'm going to keep these aside and open them in the end after we have unboxed the phone. And now on to the universal cover. So this is the universal case or the universal cover for the CMF Phone 2 Pro. There's a user guide inside that's just a single leaflet. Let's have a look at this first. This is the user guide. So you will have to bolt it onto the phone and then you can connect accessories to it. That's how it will work. So this is a very clean and clear plastic back. That's all that is. And there are some spare screws inside here. And then there's a pocket screwdriver to bolt this onto the back of the phone. So finally, we are on to the Phone 2 Pro, the CMF Phone 2 Pro, the hero of this entire unboxing experience. And let's see what all we have inside this hefty box. I'm expecting a charger and a cable at least. So this is a clear plastic case, nothing too fancy, but we already have that case with us. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Keeping this aside, we have the phone. And let's keep the phone aside for a while before we see the other contents of the box. So now we have the USB-C to C cable, and then we have a charging brick. Now this is, how many watts is this exactly? Let me unbox the charger, unwrap the charger rather. Okay, so it only says CMF by nothing on the side, and this is a 33 watt charger. So this is a 33 watt fast charger for this phone. It's a USB-C to C charger. Pretty neat and compact combination right here. So let's keep this aside and see what else is there inside the box. There's a little bit of paperwork. This is the quick start guide, and I think we have something else inside the box. Yes, there is a SIM tool hiding inside the box. This is an orange colored SIM tool that we have had in the past CMF boxes by nothing. This is an orange plastic finish with the SIM ejector tool in the front. So let's keep this here and boot up the phone for our first look. So this is in the light green color. We have two camera modules at the back, a smaller camera module right here, then a flash, and there are certain bolts at the back that we can open using the given tool. And these are the bolts I think that we can snap the case back onto. But before we get onto that, let's boot up the phone and see what all is there. No, this is another dedicated button right here. It's not the power button. This is the power button. These are the volume rockers, and you have another small little button right here other than the power button. I don't know the functionality yet because this is my first time looking at this phone too. Then you have the SIM ejector, the SIM section right here with the adjustable dial section here on which the accessories will snap onto, like this lanyard or the wallet. So now we are agreeing to the terms and conditions and we are turning off all the unnecessary things. They have updated with Smart App Drawer, Android 15, AI enhanced performance, a dot animation engine, refreshed pop-up views, and revamped typography. That means new fonts in simple language. So, and you have new widgets that you can now share with your friends. Okay, and you can rearrange quick settings now, which is a handy feature, I guess. And you can personalize your lock screen with a clock face and widget. So you can now have more widgets on the lock screen with the new OS 3 that we have right here on the phone. Let's move on. Okay, so you can choose between default Android and Nothing. I personally prefer the Nothing interface on the Nothing phones because this is pretty neat, and the black and white interface, it gives you a feeling of necessity only. So the Nothing CMF Phone 2 Pro is running Nothing OS 3.2 by default. This is based on Android 15. And other than that, you have the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Pro 5G processor. It's a triple camera system at the rear. That's a 50 plus 8 plus 50. So the 50 plus 50 is the wide and the telephoto, and the ultra wide is the one that is running on the 8 megapixel lens. Then there's a 16 megapixel front shooter, that's a center hole punch display camera, and you have 8 GB RAM with 2 GB in the RAM booster, but that's not the entire RAM right here. That's what you see in the about section. But if you go slightly back and you go into special features, you will see RAM booster here, and that's where you can boost the RAM to as much as you want. But this is not necessarily the same speed as the default RAM. This is the 256 GB variant, and it has a 5000 mAh battery. Now this has a 33 watt wired charger that comes in the box, and it can also provide 5 watt wired reverse charging to all your other phones, accessories, and it can also mean that you can charge your watch or you can charge your buds using the CMF Phone 2 Pro. So now let's unscrew the bolts at the back and see how we can modify this phone with this back cover. Another quick feedback for Nothing or for CMF on this one, that if it would be better if these were star head screws, because then you could just fix the screwdriver into them and quickly unwrap them. and right now it's going to take some efforts, and you could end up scratching the back of the phone with the screwdriver head if you go a little harsh on the screws. So be very careful when you're going to snap it onto the back of your own phone, because you might end up damaging it. So this is your first look at the CMF Phone 2 Pro after you have attached a universal case at the back of this phone and screwed it back on. So now you can snap on these lenses that are the interchangeable lenses at the back of this phone and have some more photography capabilities from this device. The case also allows you to snap onto this lanyard that you can put right here and then tighten it using this. And after you've tightened it, you can use the loop to hang this phone around your neck or tie it around your waist. And now the last accessory that we have right here is the magnetic wallet and the kickstand. That's also part of this package, so you can snap it onto the back of the universal back cover, and then you can open it up and prop your phone up like this. So this was our unboxing and first look of the fully accessorized Nothing CMF Phone 2 Pro. Now let us know what you think about this phone in the comments, and all of your questions also drop them in the comment box and we'll answer them in our full review video that's going to come up soon. So stay tuned to Gadgets 360 for that. My name is Manik Beri and I'll see you in the next one.